my name is Janet and welcome to day 2 of 365 inspired yoga classes. And on day 2, our inspiration is intention, the power of intention. So what is intention? Intention is focused energy. Intention can be a blessing, a thought, a prayer, or an act of consciousness that is designed to create a result or an action. So think about your intention as you come to your mat today. What do you want for yourself today? What do you want to experience in your practice? Maybe you're seeking to build strength. That's a good one. Find inner peace. Improve your flexibility. Be patient. Whatever it is, as you settle into child's pose, begin to cultivate an idea of what you intend for your yoga practice today. So coming on down, your arms stretch forward, your hips push back, knees are wide, big toes are touching, and your forehead relaxes to the mat. We start to cultivate Ujjayi breathing here. Breathe slowly and deeply in and out of your nose. Maybe intend to stretch a little further, then push your hips back even more. We're here for just a little longer, an opportunity for you to just settle down, to let go of the distractions of your day, and be present on your mat. Even out the breath. The length of the inhale is equal to the length of your exhalation. With your next inhale, begin to rise up to tabletop, setting your wrists beneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Take a few breaths here. Really settle in, curl your toes under. And with your next exhale, push up and back to down dog. As you push your hips up and back, your body begins to resemble an inverted letter V shape. Press your heels back toward the mat back there. Maybe pedal out the legs, bend one knee and then the other. Spread your fingers wide like starfish on the beach, straighten the arms, and press your heart back, letting your crown of your head drop closer to the mat. If it's too much for you today, come back down to tabletop and stay there a little longer. Well, let's take 2 more slow, deep breaths here, nice and slow, deep and even. With your next breath in, gaze to the top of the mat and slowly walk to forward fold. As you come forward, leave your feet separated, create a little space, ragdoll forward fold, the knees are bent, maybe your belly rests on your thighs as your head hangs toward the mat. Your fingers can stay on the mat, or you might grab a hold of your opposite elbows and sway gently side to side, just loosening up here, stretching out. Good. Release our fingertips to the mat and bring our feet together to touch. Soften your knees and round all the way upright to standing, one vertebra at a time, allowing your chin to lift off your chest at the very next moment. Inhale your arms overhead, bringing your palms to connect above you. Look up at your hands. And as you exhale, watch your hands as they slide down to the space in front of your heart. Press your thumb knuckles against your breastbone and close your eyes. This is called Samastiti. It's standing at attention. And here's where we'll set our intention. What do you want for yourself today? What are you seeking to make happen in your practice? Are you building strength, improving flexibility, seeking peace, finding calm, energy? Set your intention. Breathe it in like a word, like a prayer. And then breathe it out and open your eyes. Release your palms to your sides and breathe your arms overhead to mountain with arms extended. Feeling firm and strong, grounded into all 4 points of your feet. Maybe roll side to side, and maybe a little forward and a little back to the heels and toes. Find that equality and balance in the feet. Feel stable. Breathe in, look up, and let's add a back bend today. Exhale into a gentle or a deeper backward bend. Feel your body open at the front. Inhale and go further back as you breathe out. Breathe in to rise up. Lead with your heart. Spread your arms wide. Swan dive forward as you breathe out. Coming all the way down to the mat. Placing your palms on the mat. Let your head hang heavy. Maybe pedaling out the legs a little bit here. It's okay to keep your knees bent. feet could be separated instead of together. Your body, your choice. With your next inhale, lift up just halfway. Squeeze your shoulder blades toward each other. Nice long line of energy from the tailbone all the way up through the spine and out the crown of your head. Breathe in, and as you exhale, plant your palms and step back to high plank at the top of a push-up. Hold yourself steady in plank pose. Feel your strength. Feel the intention that's planted in your body, in your heart, and in your mind. Breathe it in. And as you exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, look forward. And as you exhale, walk to forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale to a halfway lift. Breathe out, forward fold. Inhale to mountain pose. Let's keep flowing. Exhale, bend backward. Inhale, rise up. Breathe out, swan dive forward. Breathe in, halfway lift. As you exhale, plant your palms, step back to high plank, top and push up. Add a layer, lower to the knees, tuck your tail under, keep your heart pressing forward, breathe in, shift forward and breathe out, lower all the way down to your tummy with control. Inhale to a low cobra, the feet are flat on the mat, your head lifts, your heart lifts, your elbows squeeze toward each other as the shoulders drop down away from your ears and squeeze backward. Breathe in, and as you exhale, lower your face, curl the toes under and meet me in down dog. 3 breaths here, inhale, exhale, breathe in, breathe out. Once more, inhale, exhale. Breathe in, look forward and breathe out to step to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain. Keep flowing, exhale, backward bend. Inhale, rise to mountain and breathe out to swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step to plank. Layer it up if you like. Either way, down dog, come to the knees, or here we go. Breathe in, shift forward. Breathe out, lower halfway. Breathe into upward facing dog. Hold your up dog. Arms are strong and straight, gaze is forward. Knees and thighs are off the mat. Breathe in. Breathe out to downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Once more, deep breath in. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, look forward. And breathe out to walk to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to mountain. Bring your palms to touch. And breathe out to Samastiti. He's standing at attention. Close your eyes and look down over your fingertips. Remember what your intention was for yourself. Breathe it in. And as you exhale, open your eyes. And release your arms to your sides. Now, for the next segment, we're going to do some deep stretching. And if you're pretty tight in the hamstrings, you might appreciate having some blocks nearby. So mine are within arm's reach should I choose to want to use them, and I'll demonstrate how to use them. So get your blocks if you like, and here we go. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, backward bend. Breathe in, come back up to mountain, and breathe out, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, plant your palms, shift to the right foot, step your left foot to the way back part of the mat, lower down to your left knee. So if it's difficult for you to have your hands on the mat here, let me grab my blocks and show you they could be used on either side of the front foot. Just lunging forward here. Roll your shoulders down and back, sitting up nice and tall, noticing the blocks have many different heights. Another option to make it a little more challenging for those of you that want more, is bring your hands to the upper right thigh, press your hips forward, roll your shoulders down and back, and press into it. Maybe one more layer, let's give it a try. Both arms high overhead, and add one more layer by bending back, looking up. Good, feels so good to stretch. I hope you're feeling a lot in the front of your left hip as we stretch the hip flexor muscles. Breathe in, stay as you breathe out. Inhale brings you up, and as you exhale, bring your hands back down to the mat. Maybe you're using blocks. For half monkey god stretch, you're going to pull your hips back, walk the blocks back, and stretch down over the front right leg. Maybe no blocks, your body, your choice. Flex your right toes back towards your nose, and as you bow down, really feel the stretch in the back of your right leg. Really good. Couple breaths here. Good. On your next inhale, begin to shift forward, plant your palms, pick up the back knee, and step back to high plank. Now you know the three options. You can wait in down dog, come to the knees, or shift forward, lower halfway. Breathe into up dog, and breathe out to downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here, stretch it out. Inhale, exhale, breathe in, breathe out. One more time, inhale, exhale. Breathe in, look to the top of the mat, and as you exhale, step to forward fold. Inhale, halfway in, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way to mountain. Let's do it again. Here we go. Exhale, back bend. Breathe and rise to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, plant your palms and step your right foot to the back of the mat. Lower to your right knee. Did you use blocks on side one? If so, bring your blocks into play. You're going to lift the heart and just take it a layer at a time, pressing the pelvis forward. Check that the left knee is over the left ankle. You don't want it pushing way beyond. That can put undue strain on the joint of the knee. If you add it on side one, do it here. Bring the hands up to the left thigh and pressing forward. Go a little deeper if you want by reaching your arms high. And maybe you take the full expression with me by lifting your gaze and arching back. Take a couple breaths here. Really feel now the front of your right hip stretching, breathing. Inhale. Stay for your exhalation and breathe in to rise up. And exhale, fingertips to the mat or the blocks. Begin to pull your hips back. Flex your left toes back towards your nose and bow down over your left leg. Big stretch for the back of your left leg. Foot is flexed, toes pull back. Couple more breaths, really feel the stretch. So good. One more breath here. Next inhale brings you up and forward, planting the palms. Take some time here. Pick up your back knee, step back to down dog or high plank. On or off the knees, high to low plank. Breathe into upward facing dog and breathe out to downward facing dog. Really good. From downward facing dog, let's look forward and step all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain, come all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center, Samastiti, standing at attention. Close your eyes again. And remember your intention for your practice. What are you cultivating? What are you growing? Breathe it in. And as you breathe out, open your eyes. And let's balance in tree pose. Shift onto your left foot, turn your right foot out, and place your right foot against the calf, or reach down and place your right foot at the inner thigh. Feel strong in the supporting leg and open in the right thigh as the knee opens to the side. Your hands can stay at heart center in a meditative tree, contemplating growing your intention, or maybe actually reaching your arms like you're growing. More peace, more strength, more flexibility, or whatever it was you intended to grow more of today. Breathe it in. And as you breathe out, bring your hands back to your heart. Inhale, and breathe out to release your right foot down. Let's do the other side. Shift onto the right foot, rooting deep, feel stable. Turn your left foot out and bring it into place, above or below the knee. Now, whatever you did on the first side, try to match it on the second, really opening the left knee to the side, belly is tight, tail tucks under, hands to heart center, or grow branches, grow intentions, feeling whatever it is you want more of in your life, and staying focused on that. Take another breath in, grow. And as you exhale, your hands come to your heart center, breathe in, and breathe out to release your left foot to the yoga mat. Let's add an extra balance pose today, dancer's pose. It's such a nice little back bend, heart opener. We've been working on that already. So as you stand on your mat, bring both arms high overhead, and then lower your right elbow to your right hip, keeping your right palm open. Keeping the right palm open, shift to the left foot and kick your right foot into your seat and grab your foot. Squeeze your knees together, reaching the left hand up, and you are doing the pose. Make it a little more intense, a little stronger by pushing the right foot back as you reach your left hand forward. Keep your gaze lifted, keep your heart open, supporting left leg, stay strong and straight. Keep breathing. Nice. And then slowly release all the way back. Second side, left elbow to the left hip, shift onto your right foot and kick your left foot into your seat. Draw your knees together to touch. Pause, feel tall, stay strong. Breathe in. If you want to go further, start to kick your left foot back as your right hand reaches forward. Your heart stays open. Keep your chin off your chest. Keep your gaze lifted, supporting right leg strong and straight. And then release slowly. Beautiful. Step to the top of the mat. Inhale to mountain pose. And exhale to your backward bend. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, swan dive forward. Blocks might be needed. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, plant your palms on the mat and step your left foot to the back of the mat. Push your left heel down. Use blocks or don't, up to you. And see if you can straighten the front right leg. And then bow down over the right leg. Keep pulling your right hip back and swiveling your left hip forward. Take a couple more breaths here. Big stretch. And then lift your gaze. Begin to lunge into the front right knee and circle both arms high overhead. Lunge deep into the right knee. Keep the right hip pulled back. Left hip forward. This is warrior one. Right knee aligns over right ankle. You can make it a longer stance or a shorter stance. Keep the back heel on the mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Step back to down dog or flow through high to low plank. Inhale lifts you to upward facing dog and exhale brings you to downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Once more, deep breath in. Breathe it out. Inhale, look forward and breathe out to step to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain, come all the way up. Here we go, let's flow. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, rise up. Breathe out, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, touch the mat. Maybe grab your blocks, shift to the left foot. Step the right foot back into a nice long lunge. Push the right heel down for a pyramid pose. Straighten the left leg and stretch down over your left leg. Keep pulling your left hip back and your right hip forward. I like to bump the back foot forward and have a little shorter stance for this stretch. Remember, you can always use blocks on either side of the front foot. Couple more breaths here. Nice and slow breaths. Now begin to lift the gaze, lunge into the left knee, rising up to warrior one. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward, both arms reach high. You can lengthen it out as much as you need to align your left knee over your left ankle as best you can. Back heel is pushed to the mat, shoulders are square, palms are turned in. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time, breathe in. Exhale your hands to the mat, step back to plank, and flow through high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, let's come back down to our hands and knees. Open your knees wide, put your big toes together to touch, and push your hips onto your heels. Stretch your arms forward, and soften your forearms and forehead to the mat. Just breathe. Notice how strong you feel. Revisit your intention that you planted at the beginning of our practice. And then breathe and to rise back up to tabletop onto your hands and knees. And from your hands and knees, exhale to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, let's move into a hip opener, pigeon posture. Inhale your right leg high, and exhale your right knee to your right wrist, placing your shin across the mat and stretching your left leg long behind you. You can place a block underneath your right hip as needed. Square your shoulders, square your hips as best you can. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, soften, relax forward. Coming down to your forearms, just maybe closing your eyes and just settling in. Thinking about your intention. And when we practice intentions on the mat, you can transform our day and our life often. So maybe as you pause here, you take a moment to think, oh, I wanted to cultivate more strength, and I can bring that strength into my life off the mat. I'd like to find more peace in my life. How can I do that? Practice yoga, pay attention to your breathing, find forgiveness, let things go. What is your intention? What did you plan for yourself? And how would you cultivate that and grow that in your life off the mat? Let's come back up onto the palms. Roll your back left toes under and push back to down dog. Pedal it out back there. Take 3 breaths, just breathing and stretching. One more time, breathe in. Breathe out. Second side, here we go. Inhale, your left leg lifts up, and exhale your left knee to the left wrist, resting your shin on the mat. Right leg stretches long behind you. Try to square your hips. Put a block under your left hip if you need to. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, surrender forward. Letting go. When we decide to live life with intention, we have to be intentional about what we invite into our life. The types of things that support what we want for ourselves. Gather people around you that bring meaning to life, that support your best intentions. Maybe take a moment here to welcome in whatever you need to welcome in to really solidify your best intentions. Breathe and relax, soak it up. And let's move slowly as we start to come back up onto the palms. Just keep breathing as you curl your right toes under and come back to downward facing dog. Last down dog of our practice together, so really stretching it out here. Sending your hips high. Maybe you notice your heels get closer to the mat and your heart gets closer to your thighs. Feel strong in your upper arms as your fingers spread wide. Breathe in. And then look forward, and as you exhale, walk all the way through and have a seat on your yoga mat. Seated forward fold. Let's first pull the fleshy part of the booty back just a little bit, and the legs extend forward. Make sure you've got plenty of mat behind you. Feet flex, knees bend, breathe in, lift up, and as you exhale, bend forward, stretching over your legs. Inhale, and maybe go just a little further as you breathe in. One more breath here, breathe in. Reach over the front of your legs, and as you exhale, fold deeply. Breathe in to rise up and plant your feet on the mat. Tuck your tail under, pull your belly tight, and lower it all the way down to your back. Once you come to the back, hug both knees in for a squeeze. Perhaps you rock gently side to side. And then place your feet on the mat beneath your seat. Let your knees fall open wide as the bottoms of the feet connect. Place your hands on your belly and just close your eyes and breathe. Feel yourself open to receiving whatever it is you need for your life. And then send your legs out one at a time to the outer corners of your mat. And open your palms up and lay them by your side. Letting go, spread them out a little bit wider, take up more space. Close your eyes as you let go of control of your breath, control of your body. Surrender and soak up all the goodness of your practice today. Continue to rest as I share some inspiration about the power of intention. Live with intention. Walk to the edge. Listen hard. Practice wellness. Play with abandon. Laugh. Choose with no regret. Appreciate your friends. Continue to learn. Do what you love. Live life as if this is all there is. And that quote comes from Marianne Radmacher. What is your intention? Breathe it in. And then open your mouth and exhale, sending it out into the universe. Gently wake up your body by wiggling your fingers and wiggling your toes. Take a full body stretch, arms overhead, toes stretch out to the end of the mat. Breathe in, and as you exhale, draw your knees in. Wrap your loving arms around your knees. Give yourself a squeeze, some love, some appreciation. And then roll onto the side of your body and rest. Take a moment. Gather strength. Remember your intention. And bring it with you as you push up into seated. And when you arrive seated on your mat, bring your hands to prayer position in front of your heart. If your eyes are not already closed, close your eyes. Or if it's more comfortable, look down at your fingertips. Feel that intention as it permeates every cell in your body. And I hope you take it with you as you move out into your day. Draw your hands up to the third eye, the space between your eyebrows. Our practice closes with a word that honors the love, the light, the goodness, the best intentions in each of us. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you all for joining me for the second day of 365 inspired yoga classes. I hope you feel powerful in your ability to create the life of your dreams by setting powerful intentions. Thank you for subscribing. Comments below are very much appreciated.